Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trim it. Miami.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, here's Hurts. Forced to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. First play, and May goes to the air. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and that will lead to a second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Williams in motion. On second down, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10.
What's that? Crazy.
Out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
What's that? Crazy. Five.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Texas. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. First and 10 now from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up second down. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll throw on fourth down with Hurts. Now he'll work his way out right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane, and now it's third and goal.
It's now third.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they think about what they want to do here on fourth and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy time left. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on fourth and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
From the 33, here's second down and 6.
What's that? Crazy! Crazy!
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Throwing on second down. May. Working free downfield. It is Williams.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? 5. Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards. That's good for our Patriots. 1st down.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this one in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Now Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is Christian Barmore. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
Hey, easy. 73. Silver, set.
Here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative.
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down.
Here goes crazy.
Then in motion, it's Diggs. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Crazy. Here goes that.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And caught downfield by Diggs. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. Now the Patriots are going to use their 1st timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? We're good.
They'll run with Henderson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. New England going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Good, good. Hey, torpedo.
Here's May. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The extra point now for Portugales. It's up and good. And the Pats move out on top, 14-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Bigsby to return it. A first down throw for Hurts. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Out wide, here's Smith. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On third down, it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's May. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. May to throw on 2nd down. That's right side and brought in by Williams. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is May. Rolling right. Now he'll run. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
On second down, here's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Crazy. Crazy.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Third and short, and here is May. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll go. Here's May. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts to the air on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A second down throw for Hurts. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle. First down.
Eagles. A gain of 15.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 28.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Good flat, nasty. What was that? Eddie, what's that?
It's the tight end Henry in motion. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one. On first down, they go back to Henderson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up
Second and 10.
and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Third down, they need 5. Williams in motion. On third down, Henderson. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Patriots first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he's down at the 20.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a he said my life's a bore. Joke with my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me.
Halfway between Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Foxborough. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On play action, here's Hurts. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
We can feel this crowd all the way up here in the press box, Mike. I mean, one play in, one sack later, and this crowd is rocking.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Big time play for Philly. 31 yards. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Philadelphia.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle 1st down.
Off the play fake, Hurts. Rolling to the left. And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Eagles.
Once again, it's Barkley. There he goes again. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point.
Get out that little ass shit.
And through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing. Jake Elliott.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this past the 20, brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. To the 45. Still going. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, New England. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Bigsby to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Don Dodson was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up. We're trying to pick this up with a pop pass. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. That is fielded at the 13. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Once more, it's Henderson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The tackle by Moro Ajomo. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 9. From out of the gun, here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with first and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. From out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Crazy! Crazy!
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Flush to his right. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. Now it's going to be third down.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Patriots first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw now, May. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Second and goal at the
Crazy,
1-yard
crazy,
line.
crazy! Five. Crazy, crazy!
Henderson. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal. They're going. It's May. Good blocking, and he's in. Great Patriots. No problem there on the extra point, and the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. On the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
Hurts using the pop pass. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks. Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
Williams in motion. May to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. It's a big hit for the Patriots. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Toss, Henderson heading right. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. Moving to his right, and Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the 1st down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Eagles.
Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Throwing is May. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Travion Henderson. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 4. Now May catches Maine. That is Williams. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And the next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down.
To throw is May. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, what's that?
Throwing now is May. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. He works free, right side. He's inside the 40. Still going. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game.
And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Eagles. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Extra point is good. Next to score, Eagles 17, Patriots 14. Jim Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, really with you. I should probably start ahead, boy, because I got all the answers.
Crazy, crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
Maynard on 1st and 10. This one downfield looking for Henry. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, it's Henderson. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Andrew Makuba up from his safety spot to make the stop.
It's now
Here's 2nd and 6.
Five. Hey, what's that?
May gonna look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Hey, here we go, throw. Crazy, crazy. It's five.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's to Hooper. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Hooper, the tight end, is in motion. They'll run with Henderson. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Borregales now for the extra point.
Patriots.
He's got it. And the Pats move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Eagles 17.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 77 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Crazy. You're gonna throw. Crazy, crazy.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Here's May to throw it on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Crazy, crazy.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Throwing on second down, May. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
What's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Eddie, what's that? Crazy.
From the gun, on third down, it's May. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On first and 10, it's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Great. Yeti. 180. Crowd left Yeti.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And a solid run back there. They'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
5. Torpedo. Here goes that. Crazy. Eddie, what's that? Crazy.
On first and 10, here's May. And that ball incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 20. First down, New England.
50-yard line.
Rip.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. To throw on first down is May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
5.
May to the air once more. hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
At the 23-yard line.
May to throw again. Will spot Henry open downfield. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First down.
Here's May again. And he will score. Game on. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Bigsby to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. New England going to take their second timeout. Talk things over before third down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
May to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Diggs. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again is May. That complete to Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 48.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. On second down, it's May. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it's going to be third down.
Hey, let me know I've been there.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From out of the gun, here's May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Five. Rip. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. So here it is, fourth down and 10.
Five. Hey, here we go, son. Hey, what's up? Crazy. Hey, five.
They'll send a man in motion left. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Pats first down. As this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now, a big third down.
Hey, here we go, son. Crazy.
Williams in motion. Throwing on third down is May. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And the Eagles are right back in this one.
And that's going to be a deflating end to what's been a really long and really good drive, Mike. I mean, the way they were moving the ball, points almost felt inevitable. But all it takes is the defense to just hunker in and make one play of their own. And now they get to head back to the sideline, but that lead's still intact.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here we go. One final play. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So, it's a win here for the Visitors.